Wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine. Wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine.
Hey everyone, welcome to day 15. I have done some prep work today, including the colors, but I will run through the process. And what I've done here, as always, I started by stamping the strip from the palette swatches. Then I have stamped the face, eyes and lips from my moving doll set. And we will be using the botanical set today to add a little bit of botanical elements to her hair. All of these stamp sets are now available on my website, alyonacreates.com. So let's run through the colors that I have used so far. We have got 942, which is tan. I used it as a base. Then I used 947, which is the darker color, and it's burnt sienna. And on the eyes I went back to 026, which is the yellow gold. In terms of hair, I have done a bun today and I'm going to use color later. All we have left is just a cheek, a lip and eyes. So let's do it nice and simple today. I'm going to go into watercolor and I'm going to use the shadow violet. What I like to do is just add a little corner of it and let it sit, and then I blend it through. I have 845, which is carmine, and I'm going to pull that through the lips and the cheek. It's a great classic red. And now we should be ready to pull out the color slightly. Actually, I need to swatch these colors. Today I'm going to use some of the elements from the botanical set, and I'm going to use these berries and a couple of these as well. Nice and simple. I would love to layer this over. And I think I'm going to do what I've done here. I'm going to use a thick liner to do that with. And a couple of these smaller elements. Using my 05, I'm going to line out these berries here, which you can barely see hiding in the hair. And that's why I'm using a thicker liner. Usually I go for 01. But then you also get to see what these elements look like when you line them out with a thicker liner. They just look more striking. And then I'm going to swap to a thin liner, and this is 01. And now I'm going to use the 05 again to just add the color, the black, into these small areas, because I don't like adding watercolor to them. They're so tiny. I designed them to be filled with color. I like them black, but you obviously can use other art supplies like colored pencils and do a mixed media piece. Those are done. Now we're just going to add some watercolor to the hair and the berries and see how we get on. Today I want to give her ginger hair. And we're going to go into that beautiful quinacridone sienna that I've used in the flowers here. And I'm just going to add it mostly close to the face. And then blending through a little bit of the color, avoiding touching the berries. I'm going to swatch this beautiful orange here. And now I'm going to go into dark red, which is deep scarlet. And I'm going to add that into the berries. I feel like we need a little bit of contrast in her face, so I'm just going to go ahead and add a little bit more color around her eyes. And I'm potentially thinking of layering a different lip color over this pink. I'm going to go in with that red that we just used for the berries, and I'm going to leave the pink in the middle of the lip, and that way it will kind of have more dimension and bring out the lips a little bit more. Looking at our color palette, you can see all the colors are fairly similar except for the gray, but they're all kind of laying very close together on the color wheel. So to bring some immediate contrast and pop of color, I'm going to go in with my turquoise. So this is my cobalt teal. I have designed it so that green separates and you get this beautiful, perfect green blue right in the middle of both, not leaning too much to one side or the other side. And so we're going to use that, and next to the orange you can see it immediately contrasts. By the way, this palette is also available on my online shop alyonacreates.com with another 4 beautiful colors. These are my favorite mixes of my top colors. If I ever had to just pick 4, these would be the 4. But I also designed a very unique strawberry velvet, which is supposed to look like a wilted strawberry. It's got loads of pigment separation and creates lovely texture. This palette is called Ultimate Palette because of my favorite color tones. I'm going to add this element from my Summer Florals stamp set, and these are very kind of slender leaves. They were inspired by bamboo leaves, and they're very good at sort of creating immediate length in an illustration. So I think I'm just gonna add it right here. That's elongating our composition, and literally just one pop of that color to bring some interest to this beautiful concoction of reds and yellows and oranges will make a big difference. So I'm going to line it out first. Let's go in to the turquoise. On my palette, it's right here. Beautiful, beautiful teal. And immediately it will transform our illustration.
Wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine. Wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine. Wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine. Wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine.
There we go. That's the color that was missing here. So let's have a look at day 15. Gorgeous colors. And then a pop. Nice and simple, nothing too complicated, but I think she's very cute. That's it for day 15. I will see you tomorrow for day 16.